I'm Tom.
And I'm Molly.
Welcome to Forensic Gameology, hosted by ForensicGameology.com.
Reviews for science.
In 7 minutes or less.
New York, 1901. So we have the city of New York here, and there are plots of land. And what you do in this game...
Just showing on the board. Just showing on the board.
You ruined our starting positions. Now, where's my building?
Where's mine? I'll get that, thank you.
So, you are acquiring plots of land and then building buildings and getting points. The person with the most points at the end of the game wins. You get points when you build your buildings. So there's bronze, silver, and gold buildings. Gold, bronze, I don't know if you can see those in the little circles or hexagons. And then, now you can definitely see them. And so you're building or you're demolishing and rebuilding something better. And then there's bonus points. So whoever has the most buildings on a certain streets, and then one specific bonus card that you have here. So let's just jump straight into simplicity versus complexity.
There are only so many rules for this game. Major rules, like things you can do on your turn. And yeah, I think it's kind of a really heavy cognitive load. And I say that because I have never understood it. You're like, Tom, why are you reviewing a game you've never understood? I don't know if I ever will. Like, I feel that some of the players, some of the friends we played with were having a hard time grasping it on their first play, and that never went away from me. Whenever we play, I never have any idea what's going on. Like, I'm always asking questions like, wait, can I even do this? And people have to help me. No, place your building like this and you'll make it fit. And maybe because when you place your buildings, some of them aren't going to fit very well where you place them. On top of that, when you draw these cards, you can choose them. If there's enough available, you can choose a pink and place your worker, your builder on a pink, and then immediately put out a building. But then if it's silver, you can only demolish it to put out a gold, and you're trying to control streets at the same time as you're putting out the thing is, this thing changes and the streets change, but they're streets. You can figure out the bonus card changes, so you have to keep that in mind. And I mean, maybe people are gonna be like, man, that guy is cognitively deficient. He is mentally deficient. That's what they're thinking about me right now. But I have a hard time with this game. So it's like simple when you read the rule book, but it did not translate that way for me.
I say what you can do on your turn is fairly simple. You have two options to do on your turn. You can pick up plot cards and like Tom said, this is yellow too, put a guy out. Then you have the option of then building just one building on a place where you already have a guy, or no, that's it. That's the first option you can do. The second option you can do is demolish, so get rid of a building and build something of a higher age. So if I have a bronze, I can build a silver or a gold on top. Well, not on top of it. You get rid of it and you put a new one on, like Tom kind of just said. You have to own all of the lands that are there, but that's all you can do in your turn. Now, where it gets a tiny bit, where it gets complicated is the timing. So you have to be able to have a guy out in order to take land. You have to be able to, like the bronze to silver to gold thing. When can you build silver? When can you build bronze? You have to get to a certain number of points before you can do those things. And then the action card. I think that's where Tom was having the most difficulty. There are 3 extra action cards that you can play at any time. They don't take up your action. One lets you recycle the plots and get 4 new ones, build twice, or pick up 2 plots of land. And it was the building twice thing. You can't do 2 actions. You can't demolish twice and build twice. You can only demolish once and build twice, or pick up 1 plot of land and build. So that was a tiny bit confusing. And so there are some timing issues that are confusing, but I do not find this game as complicated as Tom does. But it is hard to figure out where things go and how to fit everything. But luck versus strategy.
There's a tiny bit of luck as to what's available for your turn to build, but I think there's typically more strategy than luck, because you can decide when you put out your builders and try to get bigger amount of like plots of land. Do you want to just build up really quickly all of your bronze buildings and then sweep over them with your silver? Do you want to just try to get straight to gold? I mean, you have to be up at 18 points before you can build a gold building, but you just get there as quick as you can. You go for the biggest one of these guys, or just go for the first one you can build and try to conquer all these streets. There's strategy here, don't get me wrong. And there's a tiny bit of luck, so it's not completely, I don't know, best player will win, because even the best player can have bad luck at what comes up and they don't get the thing they want and you do. So I'd go with, yeah, strategy. Good mix of strategy.
Yeah, I would say there's probably more strategy than luck, because the luck is what comes out. And if you don't get what you want, that's unfortunate, but there's other things you can do to strategize around that. So what are you going to do with what you have? You can block in this game, so if someone blocks you, I wouldn't call that luck. I would call them that's their strategy in blocking you. You can do the same thing. So I would say there's a good amount of strategy with a tiny bit of luck mixed in. Fun versus boring. I think this game is fun. No, that's all I'm going to say. I think this game is fun. I was going to think of like but there's no but. I think it's fun. I think it's interesting. I think it's fun to build the buildings. I think it's fun to demolish, to figure out how to do points. I have happened to win more often than I haven't in this game, so maybe that's why I find it fun. I don't know. So I figured it out when Tom hasn't, but I think it's fun. I think it's a fascinating, different type of game.
I'm not bored when I play this game, but the cognitive load is so heavy that I don't know that I'm having fun either. I think that for this one, I have a real hard time recommending it or not recommending it, and instead I would just say, try it. Try this one. Typically, I say, you know, we've presented the evidence. I don't know that I've presented the evidence on this one, but wow. Give it a shot. If you like Euro-ish, maybe this is for you.
BGG rating, I would give it a 7.
I'd give it a 6. I'm willing to continue playing and see if I can ever understand it, but I wouldn't pick it.
New York 1901. We've presented the evidence.
You be the judge.